boys and girls, it's Miss Reynolds with B.O.R.E.D, Better Off Reading Every Day. Today we have two good books for you. And the first one is Grace Byers' I Am Enough. And this is pictures by Ketera A. Bobo. And that is I Am Enough. The second one is The Other Side by Jacqueline Woodson, illustrated by E.B. Lewis. And I'll open it out for you because they both have really, really nice backs. And this is the back of I Am Enough. Now, boys and girls, it is Wednesday where I am, and I thought it would be perfect to read some books about just being tough enough, being enough, seeing the other side, being able to just handle the middle of the week. We got through the first half. We're on our second half. We're tough enough. We are enough. And we are almost at the other side. Get it? I am enough. For 8-year-old Grace, for God, Mama Cheryl, Faith, Alyssa, Cherry, my greatest loves, and for you, the beautiful soul reading, may you never forget how enough your enough truly is. To my niece, Zara, who always sees herself in the characters I create. To Patricia, Thelma, and Cora for being anchors and monarchs and loving me unconditionally. Both of these are dedication from the author and the illustrator. Like the sun, I'm here to shine. Like the voice, I'm here to sing. Like the bird, I'm here to fly and soar high over everything. Like the trees, I'm here to grow. Like the mountains, here to stand. Like time, I'm here to be and be everything I can. Like the champ, I'm here to fight. Like the heart, I'm here to love. Like a ladder, here to climb, and like the air, to rise above. Like the wind, I'm here to push. Like a rope, I'm here to pull. Like the rain, I'm here to pour and drip and fall until I'm full. Like the moon, I'm here to dream. Like the student, here to learn. Like the water, here to swell. Like the fire, here to burn. Like the winner, I'm here to win. And if I don't, get up again. I know that I may sometimes cry, but even then, I'm here to try. I'm not meant to be like you. You're not meant to be like me. Sometimes we will get along and sometimes we will disagree. I know that we don't look the same. Our skin, our eyes, our hair, our mane, our frame. One more time, Miss Reynolds. I know that we don't look the same. Our skin, our eyes, our hair, our frame. But that does not dictate our worth. We both have places here on earth. And in the end, we are right here to live a life of love, not fear. To help each other when it's tough. To say together, I am enough. The end, boys and girls. Boys and girls, I do not own the rights to this book that I'm reading to you, but I do love storytelling magic. There are so many good pages in this book that it's hard for me to choose just one or two, so I'm going to just read a couple to you that I thought made it so perfect and so beautiful. You know how much I love love. Like the heart, I'm here to love. Love. Like a ladder here to climb, and like the air to rise above. I know that I may sometimes cry, but even then, I'm here to try. We're always trying our best, even when we get a little teary-eyed. And the best one I love is, and at the end, we are right here to live a life of love, not fear. Look at the two girls giving each other beautiful flowers and showing each other beautiful love. And that is I Am Enough by Grace Byers. The Other Side by Jacqueline Woodson and E.B. Lewis. The Other Side. To Elizabeth and to Sean, to my dear Fran Emery. That summer, the fence that stretched through our town seemed bigger. We lived in a yellow house on one side of it. White people lived on the other, and Mama said, "Don't climb over the fence when you play." She said it wasn't safe. That summer, there was a girl who wore a pink sweater. Each morning, she climbed up on the fence and stared over at our side. Sometimes I stared back. She never sat on the fence with anybody. That girl didn't. Once when we were jumping rope, she asked if she could play, and my friend Sandra said no, without even asking the rest of us. I don't know what I would have said. Maybe yes, maybe no. That summer, everyone and everything on the other side of the fence seemed far away. When I asked my mama why, she said, because that's the way things have always been. Sometimes when me and mama went into town, I saw that girl with her mama. She looked sad sometimes. That girl did. Don't stare, my mama said. It's not polite. It rained a lot that summer. On rainy days, that girl sat on the fence in a raincoat. She let herself get all wet and acted like she didn't even care. Sometimes I saw her dancing around in puddles, splashing and laughing. That's my kind of girl. A puddle jumper. Mama wouldn't let me go out in the rain. That's why I brought you rainy day toys, my mama said. You stay inside here where it's warm and safe and dry. But every time it rained, I looked for that girl and I always found her somewhere near the fence. Someplace in the middle of the summer, the rain stopped. When I walked outside, the grass was damp and the sun was already high up in the sky. And I stood there with my hands up in the air. I felt brave that day. I felt free. I got close to the fence and the girl asked me my name. Clover, I said. My name's Annie, she said. Annie Paul. I live over yonder, she said. By where you see the laundry, that's my house hanging on the line. She smiled then. She had a pretty smile. And then I smiled, and we stood there looking at each other, smiling. It's nice up on this fence, Annie said. You can see all over. I ran my hand along the fence. I reached up and touched the top of it. A fence like this was made for sitting on, Annie said. She looked at me sideways. My mama says I shouldn't go on the other side, I said. My mama said the same thing, but she never said nothing about sitting on it. Neither did mine, I said. That summer, me and Annie sat together on the fence. And when Sandra and them looked at me funny, I just made believe I didn't care. Some mornings my mama watched us. I waited for her to tell me to get down from the fence before I break my neck or something, but she never did. I see you made a new friend, she said one morning, and I nodded and Mama smiled. That summer, me and Annie sat on the fence and watched the whole wide world around us. One day, Sandra and them were jumping rope near the fence, and we asked if we could play. I don't care, Sandra said, and when we jumped, Sandra and me were partners the way we used to be. When we were too tired to jump anymore, we sat on the fence, all of us in a long line. Beautiful. Someday, somebody's going to come along and knock this old fence down, Annie said. And I nodded, yeah. I said, someday. And that is the end of The Other Side by Jacqueline Woodson, illustrated by E.B. Lewis. Boys and girls, I chose this story because it is a beautiful story about friendship and making friends and being together, no matter what you look like, where you live, or who you are. These two girls were on different sides of the fence, and somehow they made it to the fence, and they charted their own path by sitting on top of the fence. Remember that page when the little girl said, "My mama says I shouldn't go to the other side," I said. "My mama says the same thing, but she never said nothing about sitting on it." So instead of going to the different side like their mother told them not to, they figured out a way, and their way was getting on top. And that's how they were able to overcome their differences and become friends. And then their other friends joined in. And how beautiful is this? All of these girls together on that fence that originally separated them at the beginning of the story. So sometimes it doesn't seem like there's a way that you can do it, but we, us, people with love, always find a way. And that's why I chose these two books. What I know about Grace Byers is that she said that she was raised by a mom who was hearing impaired, and that was very, very hard, meaning a mom that could not hear like you and me. And she raised her to be this strong woman that she turned out to be. And that is the reason why I love her story, because I have hearing impaired in my family. And I know it's a difficult way to live your life and also to raise a child in a world full of people who do hear. So I commend her mom. I commend her. And I love the fact that she wrote a book letting everyone know that you are enough, they are enough, we are enough, and especially most of all, I am enough. Boys and girls, it is Miss Reynolds with B.O.R.E.D, Better Off Reading Every Day. I hope you enjoyed these two beautiful books about how we can make a difference, how we can be together, how we can be strong and bold without causing any kind of trouble, and just be together and enjoy ourselves. Pleasure to be with you, boys and girls, and I will see you soon. As always, it's Bored with Miss Reynolds, Better Off Reading Every Day. And like I always say, just want to put a little love in your heart, a little something in your head, and make you laugh a little. And seeing those girls sitting on the fence definitely put a lot of love in my heart. Seeing Grace jump rope with her friends and share flowers and stories and read together definitely put a lot of love in my heart. And I hope it did for you too. I'll see you soon. Bye.